databases here. Same as like how we are using the HANA Studio, same as like HANA Cockpit also we have to use for the our regular day-to-day monitoring activities. Not only monitoring, some other new functionalities also available. So in the compared to the HANA Studio, the many more functionalities are available in the HANA Cockpit. So why we have? It's already HANA Studio is there, right? Why we need one more tool? So HANA Studio we have to install on individual desktops. We have to install it individually. You need to add it. Every person has to add it. Then you have to open it and you have to work it on. HANA Studio is based upon the Eclipse based tool. Eclipse based tool. This is the based upon the Eclipse based tool. This is software. But if you install HANA, HANA Cockpit is the one of the web-based tool. So this if you install in the one centralized location, so if any one of the person can perform the configuration, everybody can access the HANA, all the HANA databases, and everybody can monitor the databases from browser. You don't need to install a single piece of software on your local desktops and remote desktops. So that is the HANA Cockpit here. So HANA Cockpit, to install the HANA Cockpit, you don't require much RAM. It's a minimum 16 GB is enough, and also 200 GB plus you have the storage is available, that is enough. Why? Because it does not require much memory, much space, much CPUs. So it's a normal. So either we can install where one HANA dedicated hardware we can install it, or single hardware like where already your HANA database is running. So from there also we can install the HANA Cockpit. Otherwise, if you want to go with the dedicated, you can install the dedicated OS also. You can install on the dedicated operating system also, we can install it. Right? So that is what, so we are discussing about the HANA Cockpit 2.0. So for the installation, what we have to do similar, like we have to download the installation file from the service marketplace. Same file like HANA, how we downloaded the database file, same way we have to download the HANA Cockpit so file we have to download from the service marketplace. Same we have to download it, then we have to extract it. Now we know, right, how to download. We already know how we downloaded the HANA DB software. Same way we have to download it, then we have to extract it. So how to extract means, so using the SAP car command, then -xvf SAP related any file we need to use the SAP car -xvf, then the file name, so we have to give it here. So then the file will be extracted. So normally if it is the zip file, normally we will use the unzip, right? WinRAR, RAR, something like that commands we will use it. Some tools we will use it to extract the softwares here, folder software. So here also something, if you need to extract it, you need to use the SAP car -xvf. Then so you have to extract it here. You need to extract the softwares to extract the files here, right? So once you extract it, we have to go to the inside of the file. So inside of the file. So once you extract it, you see here, these files, all files will be created. All folders files will be extracted here. Then we have to go to the CD, that file. Then same as like HANA installation also, we have to do it with the, the Cockpit also. The Cockpit also one of the database, one of the small database will be created in the centralized location. In the centralized location, one of the small database will be created in the small database will be created in the in your data, in your operating system. But it does not require much memory. 16 GB RAM is enough for here, and so small storage also enough to install the HANA. So same as like how we have done the HANA database installation, same way we have to use the HDB LCM tools with root user. We have to do the HANA Cockpit installation. See here, HDB HANA server. Then we have the, when you extract the files, we have the HDB LCM tools are available. Then execute the HDB LCM. Then we have the common error like ignore the signature file. Once you ignore it, so then, so it will ask the, do you want to install the new HANA cockpit system? Yes. I don't want to embed with my existing HDB system. Right? So then I chosen the two option here, right? Then enter the installation path. So then enter the HANA database SID. So here by default, it will take the H4C instance number is the 96. So, so I am using the same. If you want to change, you can change the different SID. But here I am just taken the whatever SAP displayed here recommendation, same recommended instance number SID I have taken here. So then it is asked the master password. Then I executed, then summary, then so it's taken the some time. Why? Because ANA installation will take longer time. So that, so I executed. So then so all the process, and here the index server will not be created here. Why? Because it's small database. This is a small database here. So same, it will take longer time, lot of steps executed, deployed, performed, access everything. Finally, HANA installation of the cockpit is successfully installed. So as I mentioned, once it is successfully installed, at the end of the session, it will throw the two URLs here. One is the, this is the URL, this is the two URLs it is displayed here. So these two are very important URLs here. Why? Because everyone has to open the URL with these two URLs, and we have to do the administration part here. So one is the cockpit manager. Here, two URLs here. So two URLs will be generated as part of the installation here. One is the cockpit manager. The second one is the cockpit, right? So cockpit manager URL. Cockpit manager is for adding the HANA systems. So cockpit is for monitoring and to do the admin activities. We have to use the cockpit URL. So these are the two URLs are created by the. So two URLs are created here. So that's why you see the, so cockpit manager and cockpit URL here, right? This two URL. So if you open the cockpit URL cockpit first, so you won't get any database. Why? Because first we need to register our database. Then in this case, launch the cockpit manager. So you don't need to do anything here. You don't need to install anything here. Just you need the browser. Just the browser is required for you. Why? Because it's a centralized tool. One central location you have installed, it will generate the two URLs. It's generated. Then these URLs are very important to you monitor here. So then you have to pass this URL to the your colleagues so that they can open the HANA cockpit. They can monitor the HANA administration tools and everything. They can monitor it here. Then let me open the HANA cockpit manager here. Then is here the database is called the user is called the cockpit underscore admin here. There is a first user, it will be created, that is called the cockpit underscore admin. With this user, we need to navigate. With this user, we need to navigate here, right? Just I logged in with the cockpit manager here, right? So here you have opened the cockpit manager here, but you see here, there are no databases registered here. So no databases are registered in the cockpit manager here. There is no databases are registered here. So first we have to register our databases. Why? Because then only we can monitor, right? So same as like in the HANA, same as like in the HANA, same as like in the HANA cockpit, how we are first time we are adding, same as like here, one person should register the database here. Register the database here. Just click on the register the database here. So then it will ask the host name. Then I will provide the SAP HANA where we have the HANA database instance number 02. So then it's a multi-container system DB, right? SDB system DB. Like this, I am adding the one database here. One database I am adding. Step number 2 here. So connection. It's not the encryption. It's not required. Just why? Because it's like the encrypt the SAP control connection, pure HTTPS. So it's not required here. Just to go to the step number 3. Here we have to give the one user. We have to give it to monitor the HANA databases. Normally, how we are logging to the here. Same way here we have to provide the one user here. So system user or any one of the user, whatever the user you can provide it here, right? Just go to the step user. So what is this database group? Groups we have to create it first of all. So no groups are available. So groups means whether this database is the development, and then all the development systems will comes under the development group. So quality group, something like that, it will come to the truth. Otherwise, just to ignore it. So otherwise, just ignore it. If you have any contacts, email ID, you can put it out. Otherwise, just ignore it. Review, right? Just click on the register the database. Register the database here. Means you are adding the database here. So unable to contact the system here. Do you want to register this system using the host agent? Yes. So right. So system is added. Your system is has been added here. So you have added one database here. One database you have added here. So one more database also, like same system DB you have added. Then tenant also we can add it here. Tenant also we can add it here. So then host name. Host name. Please provide the host name of the database here. Host name. So you know, right? Host name. So where the your database is exist, that is the host name. Host name means your server name. You have to give it here. Your server name here. So then I'm giving the fully domain name here. Instance number is the 02 here. System we have tenant. Then HDB, right? So this is the tenant. So user. Unable to contact the system.
I think that tenant is not started. So
Yeah, it started right and in started mode only. Okay. So here, so we have added two databases here. We have added here. So right, two databases we have added. So we have registered the two databases. So same databases are available for you also. You no need to especially add the databases here. So here to add the your databases here in the HANA cockpit. So first you have to open the cockpit manager. In the cockpit manager, so you need to first of all register your databases. If you want to create the group, any group, so just you can create the group, which means, so this is the development group, so that all the development systems will comes under the same group. Like that you can create it. So just a user, anything user, you can just create the groups here. So all the development users in the development group here. So then quality users in the quality group. Like that, you can create the quality database in the quality group, production database in the production group. Like that, you can define the groups here. So once you've done it here, once you add the systems here, you need to open the HANA cockpit here. Either from cockpit manager directly you can open the HANA cockpit. It will open the 51026. Otherwise there is a URL generated cockpit here. So this is also directly you can open it, either vice versa. so that whenever you open the databases here, you see here, so you see here HANA database, so 510 cockpit shell home. So this is the your port number for the HANA cockpit here. Whenever you open the HANA cockpit here, you will open the screen like this here. This is your home page here. In the home page, in the development, you have added the two databases here, right? You have the monitor the landscape here. So manage the landscape here, right? So first of all, monitor. Just select the your databases here, whether it's running or not. Let's see here. Yes, it's error. So something like we need to navigate here. So we need to enter the credentials, root. So this is HDB. So HDB ADM, then password. Normally it should come to the online status. No. HDB ADM. System cannot be reached. You have entered. Normally we want to select credentials. Maybe. Yeah, system I'm trying. Maybe let me check the firewall. Firewall is not a problem. Why? Because through HANA Studio, we are able to connect. Through HANA Studio, we are able to connect. So it's not a problem with the firewall. So let me check here to Windows system 32 driver CPC host. So it's 125 SAP HANA 125. So from here, ping SAP HANA. Yeah, that is the wrong here. Do you see? So it is here, it is pointing to the different one. Here the wrong details are maintained. We have in the etc host file here. It should not be like 110. It should be like, so here etc host file. So we have the wrong details here. Okay. So that is the one. Now if I use ping SAP HANA, so now it is pinging. Ping SAP, so Linux 1. So this is also pinging. So then we are good. So let me do the same in the SAP HANA side here. So ping SAP HANA. Okay, this is also pinging here. So ping SAP Linux 1. Okay, right. So now it should work now. So let's see here. Yes. So multiple persons, multiple users. At a time you can see here now it is running with the issues. So at a time you can execute the, you can run the databases. So multiple persons, you can run the, you can multiple persons at a time. So So you can just open the this one. Just you can monitor the your databases. All the databases you can monitor it here. Just to open the here, then here you will see the so the cockpit. It's like so graphical wise you will see the memory utilization, CPU utilization, disk utilizations, right? So and also you can see the red alerts. Are there any critical alerts in the system or not? So versions, all the information it will be displayed here. All the so information will be displayed here. All the information so will be displayed here. So that is the one thing here. Credentials. Then here root we have to use it here. SAP control credentials. Not the root also. Not required anyhow here it is running. So here you can see here so total memory, CPU utilization with the graphs wise and disk. So all the information will be displayed here. All the information it will display in the systems here, right? You can see here all the information. If you just click on the next button here, so here it will open the next screen. The first time we need to authenticate it here. So then it will open the next screen here. In the next screen, you will see the lot of tabs here. You will see the lot of tabs here. It will give the information. So whether your revision is out of the maintenance or so what is the exact version is available. So all the information. It kind of new user experience. So this is the Eclipse based. So small tabs are available. This is the new user experience here. New user experience here. So here you can find out the same services, list of services are running or not. Then alerts tab, memory usage, disk usage, CPU usage. In the graphical wise, you will see the CPU usage, disk usage here. So disk usage, like list of SQL statements, threads, how many threads are active, so notifications. So and also here you can monitoring the performance, table usage, so memory profiling. So many things here it is possible. Monitor the performance monitoring. So we are out of how much GB in that, how much it is currently utilizing disk space, and also the graphical wise, you can monitor the graphical wise, you can monitor the disk usage, how much disk usage you are doing. So all the information it will be displayed. All the information it will be displayed here. All the information it will be displayed in the systems here. So each and everything it will be displayed. Everything will be displayed in the systems here. From which timestamp to which timestamp we need to monitor the our systems here. So all the information it will be detected here. All the information here we can track it here. That's why it's a very so this is it's a very simple tool. One central location, if you install it, number of persons can at a time they can open it. You can monitor the all those things here. Suppose like you see here, there is one high alerts here. Just click on that one. It will go to the alert definition here. The alert definition here. So here you can see here. So backup does not exist here. What is the proposed solution? So proposed solution, perform a full DB backup. Then just if you click on this button, it will directly go to the backup tab here. Backup tab here. So at what time this alert is occurrence is fast. So you can see here every 1 hour. So this alert is getting occurred here. So like this, you can see the so number of tabs, all the information is getting displayed here. All the information you are getting here. So here you can see the list of services here. So if you open the list of services here, so list of services like daemon, name server, preprocessor, all the services are available here. We want to stop the service, you can stop the services here. So many things are there here. You can see it here, memory, CPU utilizations. So all are available here, right? Same as like in the HANA Studio, what you are seeing, more than that, more than the HANA Studio, we can see more in the HANA Cockpit. You can see more in the HANA Cockpit here. CPU utilization, see how much it is CPU utilization is using last 2 hours. So it's a very high peak level. 80% is maximum here, right? So like that, so table usage, monitor the table usages here. So we can also monitor the tables. So table usage and total 96 tables in one host. So in that one, so which are the useful here, right? You can see the table usage and everything, all the information it is displaying here, right? So like this, so more than the HANA Studio, here it will be monitored. We can monitor it here. And also we can also take the backups. So here, HANA, we can also take the backups, but you cannot schedule it here. So here we can also create the backup scheduling also we can create it here. Scheduling. Scheduling means if you set one time, automatically it will take care of the all the those things. All those things will take care of this one. You no need to manually do anything here. So that type of things are available here in the monitoring perspective. So if you go to the suppose if you go to the all, so we can also these are the new features actually in the HANA cockpit here. So capture the workload. So now we can capture the workload. So now system workload is very high. Now we can capture it. The workload we can capture it here. Then whenever you have the free time, so that time whenever so we don't have workload, that time we can replay the workload, replay the workload, which means we can reproduce the same workload in the so in other time also. In another time also we can reproduce the workload here. We can reproduce the workload in the other time also we can reproduce. This is the capture and replay the workload here. This is the one of the new advantage in the HANA cockpit here. There is no option in the HANA Studio here.
What is the use of replay the workload? In which
Workload,
case,
which means if system performance is not good, then immediately we can open the HANA Studio. Then you can capture the so your load on the system here. So what is exactly running and everything. So then we can capture it here. Maybe so there is a issue. So system workload is very bad. So then you can capture the workload. Maybe if you want, you can schedule the workload also. Just you can capture the workload here. Now system performance is very bad. Then HANA cockpit will collect that evidences now. Will collect that evidences now. So why it is having so that it will collect that evidences now. It will collect it here. Then once the collection is done, whenever you want, we can replay it. That load we can replay it here. Replay means we can just recheck it out. We can recheck that one. So like that, we can capture and we can check it out that one. So how many collector statements, committed transactions like this. So we can capture it, we can replay it. Replay it means we can just recheck again. So whether the same workload are available or not, we can replay it. So that option, this is the new options in the HANA cockpit. So capture and replay. Replay means re-execute. For troubleshooting purpose, for analyze purpose, we can re-execute it here. And also here you can see the backups. So backups also, the detailed information I will discuss with the 7 to 8 batch regarding the backups. But here you can see here the backups. So backups also available here to perform the backup, not only backup creation, configuration also we can perform it here. Backup configuration, scheduling. So which means here you can only take the backups from the HANA Studio, right? Just go ahead and you can take the backup here. But here you can also not only go ahead and take the backup here, you can also create the scheduling. Like tomorrow at 10 o'clock, I want to schedule the backup means you can just create the schedules here. So that will be created. That backup scheduling, you can just create it here.
Manual backup is not possible to HANA cockpit.
It's possible. It's possible. That's why this is the options, right? You can take the manual backup or you can also create the scheduler, retention policy, everything you can create it here.
Like same tab, right?
Yeah, same tab you can use it. Same as like user management. Same whatever we do, same kind of functionalities are available in the HANA so cockpit. Same kind of functionalities are available in the HANA cockpit here. So it's more than that. Not only same, it's more than that are available. So here you can do whatever you want to do. You can do here. So the storage extension, one host, the physical data size in the column store 489 MB here. So cache, SQL statements. So full database backup is not available. So total sessions, database explorer, manage the workload classes, database licenses. Workload classes means, so you have defined the SQL statements. So, but one, if you there is a from workload classes option here in the HANA databases, workload classes option here, which means unlimited memory, unlimited CPU, unlimited time, you can use it here. So that type of workload classes we can create it here. So that if you create the one workload class, then assign to the one dedicated user, so that that user can perform the unlimited usage, you can perform it here. Unlimited usage, you can perform it here. So that type of workload classes also we can create it here. Normally in the system, so if you set the parameter, so global allocation limits and statement memory limitation parameter, so that suppose if you set the statement memory limit to the 4 GB, once the user execute the 4 GB memory is done, then immediately the query get cancelled. But I don't want to, it's applicable for the all the users. No, I don't want to applicable all the users. I want to, one user should be in the exception list. In that case, you have to create the one workload class. So that if you create the workload class, that class, if you allocate to that particular person, particular user, he can execute it. How much memory, how much data, whatever you set here, he can execute it here. So it is called the workload classes here. Workload classes here. That is the workload classes related information here. So the database licenses, database explorer, configurations. So database licenses also same. For SAP HANA database, we will go to the here, then we will apply the license here in the properties tab, right? We will apply the license in the properties tab. But here, just go to the here, here you can also, you can apply the license here. Here also you can apply the license here. Then alerts configurations. So admin control, admin administration control. User management means user creations, roles creations, whatever we have, this is the user management related tab here. So right, this is the database related information and OS related information, auditing related information. So like that, we have the number of tabs are there here, number of tabs are there here. So that based upon your usage, you can use the respective systems here. So everything will be here, everything will be here. In the graphical wise, it will show the display here. Graphical wise, it will show the display here. The memory usage of the each and every process here, how much minimum, maximum, average, response, physical. So all the information is displaying. See here, all the information is getting displayed here. All the information is getting displayed in the systems here. So like that, you can add the number of databases here, and also you can also not only other databases also you can add it. You can check the status here.
Sir, any particular mandatory activities is there for the cockpit through? We need to do only cockpit through like that.
Backup schedulings.
Backup.
Yeah. Why? Because backup scheduling means every day manually taking the backup. That is the manual procedure. But if you one time, if you perform this setup, so daily, every time, automatically, system will take care of the backup execution and everything. You don't need to so manually do anything here, right? That type of functionalities are available here. That is called the backup scheduling here. But same, it is not
Here,
available in the studio.
okay. And here also in cockpit through backend or any cron tab like that.
Here, cockpit, that's your wish. Whether you want to use the third-party tools like that one, you have to use the back INT. So
Okay.
within the file system means file system backup, you can use it.
Okay.
Same thing we can do it from DB13 also, right?
Yeah, DB13 also we can do that one. But anyhow, we have the cockpit is there, right? So cockpit also we can use it here. This depends how you want to use it. You can use that one. So DB13 also you can use it, but so I think I don't see no one using, I think, DB13. Some people they are using DB13. We can use it. DB13 also we can use it, but so the cockpit is the very good one actually. So here we can create it. We can use it. The retention policy also we can define it here. So how many days after the backup should be defined deleted? So that retention policy. So and all the information we can create it here. Backup scheduler can enable the scheduler here, so that we can take the backups here. So backup maximum size here, create the log backups. So whatever you want, so you can just enable it, just normal log mode. So backups location, this is the location. If you want to change the location, you can change the location. Backup settings, these are the settings. So these are the schedulers, retention policy, so restrictions. So whatever you want, so you can use it here. So at whatever you want, you can set the backup also. Suppose I want to create the backup now, right? Create the schedule now. So go to the create. So you want to create the series of backups? Yes. So what is the backup name? So daily full backup, daily full backup, or whatever you want. So you can just create it here. Then you want to full backup, complete backup. So what is the location? This is the location. Is it okay? Okay. Then just click on the, so step number 4 here. So you want to reoccurrence pattern every monthly, every 2 weeks, every week, annually. What is the recurrence pattern here? Reoccurrence pattern here. So you are creating the schedule for the reoccurrence. Suppose like monthly. So what is the time zone here? Time zone here. So here, so India time zone. Let's say India. Indian. Indian.
With this IST,
Singapore is the value. So day of the month, end of the week. So all those things you can just create it here, save it here. So that the schedule is created now. So that once the schedule is created, so whatever the times you set it here, so as per the time, so your backup will be executed here. So like that we can schedule it here. Like that you can schedule the backups in the systems here. So schedule the backup in the system here. In the system you can schedule it here. So like that, so you can create the backups. So the planning, same as like in the calendar, it will set the all the things in the everything is in the systems here. So like that you can create the, so other backups, single backup. So single backup also you can create it here. Just take the single backups, right? So like that we can also take the backups here. So that is possible here. Here we can only take the manual backup from the studio. Right click and backup and recovery, backup of the database. But there is no scheduling option here. But here in the cockpit we have the scheduling option here.
Through studio level, how to set that retention period?
That's what I'm telling, right? It's not possible in the here. In the studio level, it's not possible to set up anything. Only manual thing we can take it out, but retention periods we cannot take. We cannot set it here. Here, studio level, we can only take the backup. That's it. We can only take the backup. Maybe path we can change it, but we cannot create the schedule, series of schedules, recurrence pattern, and also we cannot do any schedules like retention periods. Retention periods we cannot set in the, so here only cockpit is the one of the tool. Here we can do that one.
Sir, which user we have to log in only this?
Cockpit underscore admin.
That is only standard user.
Standard user.
Can we, Can we create here user?
Cockpit user, you can use it, Sanjay. If you want to create the user, you can create it also. Here it is asking the email ID. Let's put some random one. Okay, so one more user I have created here. So same user, you can use it here, basis user. Okay, so try to log in and see. So what and all the things we can see in the cockpit. So all those things just you can, so just search it out here. Whatever you have done in the HANA Studio, same are available in the cockpit also. So you will get the new experience here. Here there is the tabs. Here you have the links. So links are available here. You can use it here. Apart from that, monitoring the landscape here. So you have the manage landscape here. So some templates we can create it here. Suppose in the HANA Studio, we can just suppose in the HANA Studio, suppose you have, if you want to change the parameter, so just directly go to the individual databases, you can change it here. But in the HANA Cockpit, you can create the, so you can create the one template here. One template means one database, you can change it here. One database, so you can change one database, you can create the list of parameters which you are going to change it here. Suppose I want to go and change it to the this parameter. Suppose I want to change the some settings, some timings, something I want to change it here. So then you have changed that one, right? Suppose like example, I want to change this one. So then you have changed this one, right? So then create the template here. Okay, template you created. So once you create the template, you have thousands of databases are there, hundreds of databases are there. Normally in the HANA Studio, what you have to do? So if you have done the one changes, same thing you have to do it in the other database, other database, other data, all your in landscape systems. You have the hundreds of databases are there. Hundreds of databases you have to manually change the parameter value, right? In the HANA Studio, right? But the same concept in the HANA, just to create that template here. So just you no need to do it in the manually in the all the databases. Just to go to the templates here, just apply to the your all hundreds of databases are displayed here. Select it here. Just click the apply template here. So all will be within fraction of seconds. Your parameter changes, bulk parameter changes will be applied into the all the databases here. So one of the greatest feature here. So that is what we can do it in the systems here, right? This is
So
also
it,
one.
so it means whatever the parameter we have changed at HANA Studio level, for the particular, either it is system DB or tenant DB, for that system only it will be effect. It won't be effect to other systems, right? From Studio.
From Studio, right? But here with if you just set in the one template, you can create it. Same template, same parameters. So normally in the landscape, we will apply in the, suppose if you change, suppose you have the suppose 50 databases example. You have the 50 databases in the landscape. So every day you need to do the one database, one database, one database, one database, one database, one database, one database. You have to do it here. So every day you have to do that one. So you have to log into the this system, then change the parameters. That's it. Again, tomorrow you have to log in, change the parameter, tomorrow login, change the parameter, tomorrow login, you have to change that. Instead of doing that one, go to the HANA cockpit here. So create the one small template here. Means what changes you are going to deploy in the entire landscape. Create one small template here. Template means the what changes you are going to just create. Then just you can, from using this template, at a time you can apply in the all the databases here. In a single shot, you can apply it in the all the databases, you can apply it here. So that is what this template, just apply to the databases here. So here we have only one. So that's why only one. If you have the hundreds of databases you have added to the HANA Studio, your HANA Cockpit, then hundreds of databases will come to here. Select all the databases, just click on the apply the template, so that parameter value will be affected immediately.
It is a kind of role assigning to the users.
Yeah, multiple bulk roles assigned to the bulk users, right? Here I just selected the one profile. So that profile I can assign to the here. You are going to add more, then we can add to the more also. We can include the more parameters also. We can include it here. So this is the template configurations. So manage cockpit. So same, adding the systems. Database explorer means same in the catalog, objects, tables, that object explorer, we can see it here. Yeah, so catalogs, same here we have the catalog concept, same catalog concept here, URL level we have got it here. Same catalogs, tables, schema, training table. Yesterday we have added training table. We can also import the data. You can also load the data. So local desktop or local laptop, you can also load the data here. So yeah, these things are possible here. Just add a just
If we capture that CSV file, where it is stored?
so where you are loading in the target schema, it will ask the which schema you are going to store it here. So that schema, it will in that schema it will store the data. When you are loading the file
CSV is
here,
table, right?
CSV is the local. I am loading the table from the my local. In my local laptop, that desktop, I have some tables are there. I have some data here. I want to load it to the HANA database level. I want to load it here. Then I can browse it here. So check where the CSV file is available here. Why? Because the table should be the CSV file, Excel sheet, where your Excel sheet is available. So you can load your Excel data into the your HANA database also here. We can load it. But that is not possible in the HANA Studio. So suppose, let me create here one CSV file here. This is not the CSV file here. Here, employee number. So suppose like date, employee number 123, date 09/1/123, number 31/234, same date. So here I will save as CSV. I will save it as a CSV file here. Where is that CSV file? Yes, CSV. CSV means it should be comma separated. Format is wrong. Yeah, CSV file. What I am doing here, I want to load the data into the my HANA database. Right? So using the Studio. Import the data. local dot csv. Step number 3. What is the target schema here? Which schema you want to add this one? What is the table name here? So maybe I can put like Z my training data I'm going to add to the here, right? My training data I am going to add to the here. Then here, so what I have added, employee name, employee number, emp number, date. Okay, if you want to add anything, you can add it here. So then step number 5, then save, import, done. So import is completed. So for data, maybe here you entered here like, so system schema only. Here there is a table Z training 1. In the table, yeah, Z training 1 table here. In the Z training 1, right? So here just if you go to the open the data here, raw data. So then you see here, so Ravi 1. So the table I have loaded here. I have loaded the table here from HANA Studio. I have loaded. Same I can access from here. So go to the here HANA Studio and tables. Z training 1 table is created. Then open the data preview. See here, my data is available here also. So you can load it. Some external data also, you can load it to the here. So that is possible. Okay. So please use these URLs. I will share you in the groups. So just to get the familiarize on the HANA Cockpit versions. Okay.